so that way I can get accepted into the business program. I have to have a minimum of a 2.5 GPA, Calc 1 passed with at least a C minus, I believe, and then I have to have 12 credits, and these courses add up to 12 credits. So that's why there's 4 courses this semester, but I guess I'll just stick to the 2-3
I see what you're
moving
saying.
forward.
You're saying for you to get into the business, because this is pre-business, like to even get into to get back on track, you need to take this calculus 1 and you need to get 12 credits to fulfill, even to start that journey, if you will, to get that bachelor's
Exactly.
degree. So this is almost like a
Exactly.
prerequisite to get into the bachelor's program again, right?
Exactly.
And so after that, you might tone it down, because then you're going to get into the heavy core classes in accounting. Do you know what I'm saying?
And again, yeah, and again, I think that's what I told you beforehand. Like, I know how to manage it, because if I have to take intermediate accounting 1 or 2 and then I have a stat 3 class, those are more than likely, I mean, shoot, since they're so number intensive and I'm obviously working with numbers, I'll probably only take 1 class that semester. Like, I'm not
Okay, so
gonna
you're not
overload
trying
if
to
I
do
know.
4, 4, 4.
No, that's not at all the case.
But
I'm trying to.
right, and this is towards the end of the year, meaning it's starting soon, right? Next week. Or no. Yeah, next week 9/2, and
No,
then the
next week,
ones
yeah.
abbreviated, it's condensed, so um it
Yeah, and also too, I again, like, I mean, maybe I can talk to Lisa myself, but I mean, to make her feel any better, I actually just got early access to my syllabuses today, so I was looking over everything. The only, I don't even want to say intense course, like, it's calculus that is the worst one.
sure.
The career business planning, it's like, it's a 2 credit course. It is just think of it as like a freshman seminar. It's literally nothing. And it starts until what, October 2nd or
10/28.
the
Yeah,
18th.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And then I looked over my writing course, and it's in intro to business. I'm very interested in business and finance and in that field anyway. So I am going to take, I don't want to say joy in it, but it's like, I don't think it'll be something as like, oh, dang, I have to do this. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
And I
yeah.
already looked it over, and it doesn't look too intense. And then the Italian master class, or masterpieces in Italian, I was a little worried about that one. That's nothing. I mean, the assignment, she literally doesn't even have anything. So trust me when I tell you guys, one, I have to take 12 credits in order to get into the accounting degree. But I mean, trust me,
And let me ask you this.
I
Would I know you got to get 12 credits, but if you think you can do it on a 40-hour week schedule, but is
mhm.
it, could you cut it in half and half, or is that like not even gonna, like, it's gonna delay you too much, or like, I get it, and
What do you mean in half?
like, meaning take 6 and 6 next semester to fulfill your prerequisite, you know something like that. I hear you, but you know how syllabuses are. Sometimes she might not have everything on there, but then things get added.
So I'm sorry. So what do you want me to do? You want me to drop a course? Is that what you're?
Well, I'm just saying, I'm sure you could take, I know that you have to get 12 credits, but you don't have to take it all right now, I guess is all I'm
I
saying.
do
Oh,
in
you
order
do?
to, no, yeah, I do in order to get into the business program. And then at that point, once I'm into the business program, then I'm finally working I'm working towards my accounting degree officially. So then at that point, I don't have to have 12 credits per semester.
No,
I can do
yeah.
a 4 credit course or a 3 credit, but I have to take 12
No,
credits
I
in
get
order
it.
to
Maybe I
get.
didn't word it right. I'm just saying, like, to fulfill that pre-business prerequisite, right, to get into business,
Mhm.
could you take 6 this semester and then 6 next semester, and then now you have your 12 credits, and then you can start, like, it's like taking small bites at a time just to make sure you're on road to success. I would hate for you to
Oh,
get
you're
stressed.
talking about 6 credits this semester and then 6 credits next semester?
Yeah.
Oh no, it has to be. And again, I've tried to do it that way too, because when I went to orientation, we actually met with our
Yeah.
pre-business advisors and we asked these questions. So
And they
no,
said, no,
it
you
has
got
to
to do it
be.
all in one shot in one semester.
Yeah. And if I can find that, I mean, I can
No,
email
no,
that
you
to.
look.
Okay.
This is a conversation, and
Yeah.
now that I have more information, I can share that. I don't think it's going to require us getting on a call with Lisa. It's just, she was just like, whoa, like, I thought, she wasn't going to take a full load. And that's when I was like, oh, well, I was just kind of playing defense at that point. And at the end of it, I was just like, well, she understands the concern that, she has a full-time job. She takes it seriously. And I don't think, she would try to balance both if she couldn't. I told her just to be open and honest about it. But she was like, well, this to me is a full load. And I thought, based on what I told her the other day, that she wasn't going to take a full load. I didn't know it was a business type of thing. And you have to take 12 credits. At that time, I didn't know that, right? So I'm just telling her, I'll talk to Destiny about it, because a full load it just could take a lot. I just kept telling her it's online, and I don't think some of these courses are very demanding, blah blah blah. And she's just like, okay, I mean, we can try to submit it through to HR, but I know that they would have concerns on a full workload with a full schedule. Like they're just concerned about their employees, plus this whole remote thing, and like, how it is. It's like they don't know if sometimes they don't trust. I feel like they don't trust us, which is why we're having to go into the office. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's stupid that we even have to go in. It's like, what are we doing it for? And even in my old company, they were like, yeah, you can't take Friday and Monday as your work from home days. It's like they gave us a little leeway, but they still don't trust us fully. So it's just, I feel like, HR leadership could still have that lens of like, is everyone really working during office hours, this and that? And like, I don't know how to curb that. So I just don't want this to be like with HR where they're like, oh, she's working full time. There's no way she can do both. But knowing that it's a pre-business and it's not a full bachelor's program just yet, where it will be more demanding, knowing that you got a syllabus and kind of what the workload's going to be, right? I think we should be okay. And look, this is before OB comes to our plate too, where, we are going to be more busy, right? So those are the things that I can kind of go back to Lisa with that I didn't know at the time. And I didn't mention about, well, this is till the end of December. We're not even going to be fully integrated until Q1 of next year, right? So, all right, let me go back to her now that I got some of this newer information. But we want to support you as much as possible.
Yeah.
You know that, right? I mean,
yeah, definitely. I just don't want, again, like this is my first like real job, if you will. I would never do anything to jeopardize that. And what I mean by that is like I wouldn't, and I know like, again, I respect looking at like all angles, because like I wouldn't want anybody to think that I was doing that either. But that's why, like, work hours I'm working, and then obviously if I need to stay like otherwise or stay later otherwise, and I'm working, but I have the weekends, and then I have the time when I'm off the clock to whenever it is I go to bed, and that's when I'm going to be dedicating my time to school, not during work hours at all. And plus, like, just let Lisa know, again, with the pre-business, I have to take 12 credits in order to get into my accounting degree, but also I wouldn't take on anything that I could not handle.
Yeah. I just, the last thing we want is HR to question, like, how could, like, is she not getting enough work that she can do a full load? It can, not that it'll go that way.
But how would that question come about? Because it's like, again, it'd be different if like I'm working, I don't know, 10 hours a day. Because if I'm working 8 hours, 8.5, right?
Yeah.
Then it's like I think I calculated this somewhere, but let's say I get off at 5 once summer Fridays are over.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say I get off at 5. I don't go to bed till, I don't know, 10 o'clock, let's be honest. That's 5 hours. I have 5 hours
every day,
5 days a week.
And then the weekend.
Not to mention, I have my weekends completely free. That's plenty of time. And again, I don't need that much time, but that is plenty of time, more than enough time for me to do my schoolwork.
Yeah. No, I got
So there should be no reason why,
That's why, shit, I signed off on it, and I'm like, you know what? I trust the conversation we had, so I passed it forward to Lisa. And that's when she just said, oh, like, wow, she's taking full load. I'm like, yeah, and then, like I told you, I don't want to keep
No,
going in
yeah.
circles.
And if she like, and feel free, because again, like if she's not understanding, because I don't want to make you the middleman either. Like I can definitely, because I remember, I actually remember when I first got hired, she asked me, she was like, because I used to help run the back end of a business. I used to do the bookkeeping. And she was like, well, how are you going to handle this target? Because I used to work at Target. She was like, how are you going to handle this target and working the business? I was like, well, I'm shutting down the business. And two, I'm quitting
hold
Target.
On. I didn't know that. What business?
So it's a hardscaping and landscaping business.
Nice.
It's called Modern View.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, me and my now ex-partner, we used to do it together, but I transferred it out of my name. So.
Oh, it was like, it was your own company.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was really his company. I really just kind of did the behind the scenes work.
But you don't do it anymore?
No.
No, I'm done with that. That's awesome, though. That's kudos to you for. I wish my kids would be more entrepreneurial like that and try to make something on their own. Do you know what I mean? That's cool. But like you said,
nice.
You know how hard it is to get something successful up and running from ground.
Oh,
right?
yeah. And it takes a little bit too. Like, I mean, there wasn't real money coming in until after a few years that we started the LLC.
Oh, so. You're in debt until a turning point. Do you know what I mean? Because you have to keep investing in. So that's why you see the success rate of business, right? On Shark Tank even, right? I mean, they all fail.
Yeah.
Most of them fail, dude. Like, it's crazy. So, all right, now I got some more information. Let me go back to her, and I think...